Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I posted again. It's been super busy, but hopefully I have some more time now. So I'm trying to be posting once a week again, if not every other week. So hopefully that works out. So today I'm so excited to be sharing my what's in my iPad Pro video. I got this recently, I believe last week. And I've been using it and testing it out and seeing how I like it, and I'm going to share what I'm using it for, what do I have on it, and the accessories that you definitely need to keep this working and functional, especially if you're using it for work. And without further ado, let's get in. So if you haven't been to my channel, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and my tips and tricks for business. So I brought up my Evernote here, which is basically one of the items that I have that I use for work. So this is what I use to do all my notes for my videos. And since I normally look at my iPad for my notes, it's going to be shown up here. I'm going to be using this almost as a laptop. But obviously it won't be a fully functional laptop. My main laptop will stay downstairs and kind of tell myself that after work in the office downstairs, I come back upstairs for home, and that is basically when I'm supposed to relax and do my own home things like chores and stuff and errands. But then I do want something just in case I have to reply to an email or do something simple work that I can do super quick and don't have to waste so much time on. And I can also draw on this for future like items that I might need on Procreate or on Illustrator. I can definitely be able to do stuff like that. And then previously I have the first generation of iPad Pro, which is really funny because that's like 5 generations ago. I got it back in, I believe, 2016, and I haven't been using it for work as much. Like I would use Procreate once in a while, but other than that, I basically use it to watch videos. It's more of like a home sort of iPad it turned into. But yeah, so switching into this, the quality is so much better, everything's so much nicer, and it's just a lot different than back in the day. And yeah, so that's a little backstory of what I'm planning to use for this, and what I've been using it for right now. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through some of the apps that I've been using, and then I'll share some accessories. So this is what my screen currently looks like. I have some widgets on the side just in case I ever need them. I just have the date, the weather, the battery life, and music. And then I have my sales for my shop. It's still pretty early, so sales are pretty low in the morning. And then I have my screen time here, and then I do have my Google Calendar stuff here, which is usually just my own stuff that I do. So it's just for my time blocking that just shows up here, but then mainly I just want it to have the calendar there so I can see if I ever need to look at the calendar super quick and don't have to pull up the calendar app. So these are all the main Apple apps, so I don't really use these that often, so they're there, and if I don't want them, I totally delete them because I definitely don't need them there. It's something like if I really need it, I will download it again, but if you don't need it, I would suggest to take it off because it does take some space. So these are the items I just have left or cannot delete. And then in the bottom area here, which is your kind of like your dock, kind of like the MacBooks, I keep my Gmail, which I think is super important. So these are the important things that I would have so I can easily click on. I have Chrome, which this is what I normally use. I do not use Safari because I'm used to Chrome, and I do use Chrome also on the MacBook, and I love how you can like if you're on the iPad, you can switch it to your MacBook if you want. I do that a lot on my phone. And then I have my photos and then Messenger. And then I believe these are the most used apps, so they put them on the side. So I've been using Facebook for a little bit sometimes. I just scroll through Facebook in general, but I also scroll for Poi and Hun's Facebook group to make sure that I let people in the group, or if they want to pending posts, I can post their items, and it's just very convenient to have. And then obviously I have the Evernote here, which is what I was using to share why I'm using an iPad. And then Plan is also my most favorite content calendar for in general, and I can definitely do a separate video on this. The only thing I don't like about Plan is that everything was great until I got the iPad, but it doesn't do horizontal, it doesn't flip through, so it always stays like this. So sometimes I have to type and I have to look sideways to make sure that things are good, but everything else is really good. They did an upgrade, I believe, a few months ago where you can do everything that I ever needed. It has auto posts, it has what's it called, hashtag groups, and then you can do your own hashtag groups and use it to put in your auto posts. This is a whole new thing. I can totally do another video if you're interested, so let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, I do have only one section here. I'm still using this new, so that's why everything is pretty plain and ready to go. But these are the apps that are definitely must use and have been using for the last week. So I have my files here. I have my Google stuff in here just in case I need to go through Google Drive. So nice thing about this is I don't have to do any design in here as often. I could do design, but mainly it's for the simple things and things that I don't want to stress too much about. So I do have a lot of that stuff in here, so that's good if I need to just sit down and plan things and not be designing things, so I can kind of switch my mindset to do other things. I have Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, obviously. I can check stuff here if I need to. I have Shopify, which is super important. Procreate, which is what I sometimes use to do illustrations. And I recently found out that you can actually use Illustrator to do similar things, and it can kind of connect to my Illustrator on my laptop downstairs. So that's really exciting to kind of see, and I can create my own little doodles and stuff, which I'm not that great at drawing, but very simple things I can definitely do, and I definitely want to practice and learn, so that's why I got the iPad Pro. And then other than that, I have music, obviously, Monday.com, which is kind of like a productivity app for teams that me and Mr. Poi, which is the hubby, work together with, and that's where we kind of plan things. We haven't used it at this fullest yet, so we're still kind of figuring that out. Then we have entertainment, which sometimes if I decide that I'm going to take this on a trip or something, or if I'm just upstairs and just want to watch some videos really super quick, I'd have them here. And then the business stuff is Amazon, Zoom, just in case I need it, Alibaba for contacting vendors and stuff, and then I have photos and videos, which also are all Adobe things, I believe, and I did keep iMovie just in case I want to try editing on here. I was told that you can actually, or I've seen videos where you actually can edit a full-on video in here, which I think I'll try maybe one day in the future, but haven't really thought about it yet. It can be super scary, but we'll see how that goes in the future. And then I have Photoshop, Illustrator, and Lightroom. Those are the three things I use on my laptop anyways, so it's nice to kind of have and kind of play around with it. I haven't played around with the Lightroom or Photoshop yet, so I'm excited to try those out, but I have a test Illustrator for a client, my friend that I'm doing a branding for, so that was super fun. And yeah, I'm learning on the way. And then this is Planoly, which is another app social media, and I'm using this for this account, which is Life with Holly Lifestyle. So if you follow me, make sure to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles. I have some new photos up, and I'm trying to pre-plan my stuff. And then I have a calculator here because I don't know why they don't have a normal calculator app. And then they have Pinterest and the Evernote. So that's basically the main things that I have. And now we can go towards the accessories and share more on that. So let's talk accessories. I purchased some stuff on Amazon, but I also have some stuff from, obviously, from Apple. So the first thing is the keyboard here. I believe there's different versions. The one I got is the most expensive, but the most, in my opinion, useful. It is really slick. It is a luxury product, and it makes your lap or iPad float kind of in a way. If you see here, it's like a floating laptop. It's super stiff, which is really interesting. The keyboard is really, really nice. It's even better than the keyboard I use for my laptop, which is the Magic Keyboard, I believe. I don't use the laptop keyboard as much. I usually have it on my desk with a monitor, so that's why I have my own keyboard and mouse for that, which is the Magic Mouse and the Magic Keyboard. So this one is really, really nice. It feels super nice, so I really like it. And you have this kind of like trackpad here. It's kind of like making it a laptop, which is super cool and exciting because the first gen iPad Pro did not have that at all. And then I obviously have the Apple Pencil number 2 for just my doodling and trying out drawing and stuff for clients. And I love how it just sticks on top because the iPad Pro, the first one, I also have the first Apple Pencil, and that does not stick on top. You have to literally plug it in on the side, which is super funny. So it's definitely worth the price to purchase the second one, and especially when you have the iPad Pro. So yeah, so those are the main things I have. I'm going to share some other things that I purchased just for the iPad, and yeah. So everything I'm going to mention, I will link it down below for you to check out. So the first thing I want to talk about is screen protectors. So I've seen a lot of people on TikTok talk about this, where there's a paper style kind of screen protector where when you write on it, especially when you use Procreate a lot, which a lot of artists do, it just feels like you're writing on paper, which is super exciting. So I tried, I was planning to try it out because I've always used tempered glass my whole life. So I purchased one set here. So I got this one here from, I believe it's called MoKo brand. I've had their cases before, so I decided to try this one out. So it's super cool. It's like a paper-like style. It was kind of hard to put on because it is a really big screen and you get bubbles all the time, so that is why it can be hard to put on, and it kind of smudges a lot. So if the screen is off, which you probably can't see on the camera, it looks really dirty, but I think it's just the style of the screen protector because it's kind of like paper. But I so far love it. It feels like paper when I write. It just feels a little kind of like scratchy, which is how kind of paper feels like when you're writing with a pencil. So that's super cool. So that's the first item I'd get, is any kind of screen protector, whether it's the paper one or even a tempered glass one. I'll also link tempered glass paper for you guys. Not paper, screen protectors down below, so you can go check them out from Amazon. And I get all my stuff from Amazon because it's like the easiest thing to get. So the next thing I want to talk about are cases. So right now I'm currently using the keyboard case, which is a really good case, but the thing is the keyboard doesn't flip backwards. So let me show you what I mean. So as you see, the keyboard just kind of flips upwards, flips downwards, it closes really nicely. It's super strong magnetic on the back, and I really enjoy it, but obviously it doesn't flip backward at all, which is really sad, I guess, because I wanted to use it for two different things, I guess, because when you're drawing, you don't really need to draw like this. You want to flip it over and kind of just sit it on your lap and draw. I also want to mention that this also has like a port on the side, so you can also use it for charge, so you don't have to charge on the side, which is really nice. It's almost like a laptop kind of feel, which is nice. So this is just a magnetic that goes on top. And then how you take it off is basically just remove it. It has this really strong magnetic force, so it's really nice. So what I wanted to, if I ever switch back and forth with this, I would want a magnetic case so it's easier to switch. I have this one here from, I don't remember the brand, but I'll link it down below. This one right here is also magnetic. The magnet isn't as strong as the Apple one, which I would assume already, but it can fall out if you move it a lot, if that's the word. I wanted one where it has the flap so I can cover it when I want it to be safe. So what I like about this one is that all you have to do is just put it on top. And yes, it's magnetic, so it doesn't really fall, but obviously if you like push it, it will fall out for sure. The keyboard doesn't do that at all. You have your pencil here, you can also put on top, and then it just covers it up like how it normally does. And I love how it has this little flap here to cover your pencil also, so it keeps everything nice and safe. So this is the first option I have. Obviously when you're writing or drawing, you can flip it backwards and then you can do your drawings and stuff like that, which is nice. But there's also times where I may just not want this flap at all. Maybe I'm just at home drawing for a really long time and I just don't want to have this flopping around. So I did also buy a normal clear one. So this one is from the same brand. It's just a matte kind of clear style case, and you just plop it in. So I only use this if I'm using it for a long period of times because it does take a little while to take out if needed. So what I love about the gray one is that you can just plop it out and plop it into the keyboard when needed, so it's super fast and simple. But for this, it's better for drawing because you don't have things in your way and you can basically just draw and do your thing, which I like. So, and there's a little slot on the top where you can just put your pen and snap it together and then it'll charge it as it's going. So that's what I also love about this one. So yeah, there's that. And then other items you might need for your iPad, let's share. So if I ever decide to use this more than what I was planning to for a simple laptop, maybe I want to do some photo editing, maybe I want to do some videos, editing videos and stuff, and just utilizing that, I would need some sort of dongle. So I found this dongle here. This is from Anker, which is also on Amazon, which is a really good brand. This one is made for iPad Pros. All you have to do is just plug it in on the bottom here, and then you just have everything that you need. And yeah, so I have this here for that, and then you can plug in a lot of things in here. There is HDMI, which I think you can use for streaming on your TV. I have the Thunderbolt port, USB, and have SD cards, which is super important because a lot of video work and photo work could be done in here, and I would probably use it for that option or for that reasoning too, so that's really nice to have. And it comes with a little case here, so I'll link it down below for you guys. So this is one of the items that I would bring with me. And the second item I just got recently, so I haven't actually tested out yet, but I've heard really good reviews on TikTok and even on YouTube. This is a keypad for Procreate. If you use Procreate and you know that there's a lot of shortcuts you can use, but sometimes you just want things super quick. So I found this keyboard that you can use. It's wireless. It's super cute. It kind of looks like a normal keyboard here. So this is what it looks like. It has your, it's basically like a mini keyboard here, which is super cute. You can, I believe it's Bluetooth. You have your little sets that you can just simply press, so it's easier to get access to whatever you need, especially when you use Procreate a lot and you just want to just focus on drawing but able to get things done quick. So this is what I saw on TikTok and I thought was super cute, so I'll link that down below also. So those are my kind of like accessories that are must-haves that I've been collecting the past week or two and kind of figuring out what I would need for my iPad So that's it for my video. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below. You can find me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram. And yeah, so I'm going to keep testing it out. I'll definitely share more in my vlogs on this if I'm using it, and kind of share more on the progress and what I've been using it for. And if I end up using it for photos and videos, that's really something I don't know if I'll be able to do because I'm so used to using an actual laptop. So yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in my next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!